I'm going to deliver my programs on Zoom. The Ultimate Facebook Ads Masterclass is going to be happening on Zoom. And I can also deliver on multiple channels. Like I can do Facebook Live on my page and on my group from while I'm on Zoom. I don't have to have two, right? Like right now I have my phone for the group and I have my desktop for my desk. So, you know, it's just a little bit more clunky doing it this way. I do like Be Live. I'm not saying that I'm not going to use Be Live ever again. Ramona says she likes Be Live for the capability of doing a dual Facebook Live so two people can be presenters. You can do that with Zoom though. So we can do that with Zoom. I can screen share with Zoom as well. So I can do my weekly webinars and I could stream them live into my group or onto my page if I wanted for that weekly webinar as well. So that's why. Just, you know, the change hasn't happened yet, but it's going to happen soon. And today we are talking about doing Facebook Lives. So excuse my thumb there for a moment. I got to open up my PowerPoint. True, you have to pay for Zoom, but I pay for GoToWebinar. So I'm actually going to be coming out ahead. Zoom, you can do meetings without paying for it, and that works fine, but I'm going to be coming out ahead with using Zoom over GoToWebinar. So I figured, why not? I see other people doing it, and it works really well. Sorry about the wiggling. I'm trying to get this set so it stops moving. All right, I'm just opening up the PowerPoint. So who has done, let me look in the group here, who has done your Facebook Live for today? Hey, there's Ramona has done hers. Awesome. And I see some questions, so I'm going to answer those. Katie's done hers. Hi, Katie. That's awesome. I'm going to leave comments for you all there. And Leanna has done hers. Who else? So yesterday we had, you know, 30, 40 people participating full on. And as soon as we get to the Facebook Live day, it drops right down. I get that. Don't be scared. That's why I want you to do it into our group. So I want it to be safe to do that first one if you haven't done a Facebook Live yet. Okay, so let's go through what the training was about. Ramona, you could go into the members area. So this is Facebook Live is live video shot directly onto your page or onto your group, wherever you'd like it. Sorry, I just need to open up another tab here and get my page open as well. I missed some comments. I want to make sure that I don't miss them. Okay. There we are. Awesome. So hello to everyone on my page. Hello to everyone in the group. Awesome. Okay, so Facebook Live is essentially live video out onto a Facebook page, group, or timeline. You can do it on any of those three platforms. Initially, it came out, it was only available on your phone that you could do it on. Now it's available on desktop directly from Facebook. And I have no doubt that Facebook will soon be offering the ability to have multiple people on Facebook Lives, just as Ramona and I were talking about Zoom and Be Live allow us to do that and have, you know, a co-host or somebody else presenting or an interview. I'm sure Facebook is going to bring that about because they aren't going to lose the market of owning that space. They have definitely, you know, stepped into that space very, very powerfully. So they aren't going to give it up anytime soon. And it is a tremendous way of increasing your reach. So this is all in line with what we've been working on this week. We set up your page properly to make sure that it's going to be representing you and your brand. And then we talked about what kind of content you want to create in order to get your audience engaging with your content and to get more people seeing your content. Yesterday, we talked about how to use pictures to stand out in the newsfeed so that more people will see your content, see your page, and engage with it. Today, we're using Facebook Live to deliver your message and connect on a different level. Because as we said in day one, people want to do business with you as people, not as your brand, not as your logo, not as your business. And so this just deepens the relationship. How much different has it been? I mean, I ran challenges before we had Facebook Lives. And the difference in the depth of connection that I have with you as the participants of that challenge, and I'm hoping that you feel towards me as the person leading the challenge, is huge with Facebook Live available to us. Because look at how interactive it can be. And I had a whole live before we started this off. So, truly so many opportunities with using live video to share your message and story. Using a platform like Zoom or like Be Live allows you to interview somebody, bring on a guest, share your screen. So we're doing webinars directly onto our Facebook page, which is awesome. Now, webinars, of course, part of that process is that it's a list building process that you want to grow your email list because people have to sign up to get access, which you can still do with something like Zoom. If you're going to run and watch it live on your page, and they're watching the page, but unless they sign up, unless they go to that landing page, they don't get the bonuses. They don't get access to the members area where they can get access to all these recordings. Plus, there's all those cool bonuses that I put in there, the top 5 posts to put on your page, the results tracker. Today, you're going to get the Facebook Live checklist. They don't get that if they just watch the Facebook Live. So they don't get the full experience if they don't sign up. So we want to make sure that we still are giving them reasons and ways to sign up if you want to grow your email list. And I hope that you are growing your email list. That is definitely something that, I want to talk to you about in the future. I know people group that they're growing their email list. So let me know if you are growing your email list and you want a hand with that. I do have a really cool program coming up very shortly that will give you the jump start you need to get going on that. So Susan's running about a day behind on the assignments, but you'll do your Facebook Live this afternoon. That's awesome. There is no behind. We are exactly where we need to be in the moment that we are living right now. And everything will come to us in perfect timing. And even when we feel like other people are racing ahead of us, like the tortoise and the hare, other people are racing ahead of us and we feel maybe stalled, we're still making progress forward. Even if it's not visible to us right now, it will be in a month or a week or a day or a year. It'll be obvious to us that we have been making progress this entire time. So, for example, I have felt completely stalled in the last week between having a air boot on my ankle, my right ankle, because I fractured my fibula 5 weeks ago, to having my daughter sick with this horrible cold and me now sick with this horrible cold. I felt completely stalled. I feel like I am sitting in mire and not moving forward. There's stuff that I wanted to get done. There's stuff that I needed to get done. But I'm resting. I'm tending to my body. I'm tending to my mind and my soul, and I'm reflecting. I'm looking back at what I've been doing and making plans for moving forward. It clears when I get that x-ray done next week. I'm going to be hitting the ground with both feet and moving forward. This is not a time of stalling. This is a time of moving forward. I don't know how I got on that tangent. All right, so use Facebook Live to share your message and your story from your page or your group or right on your timeline. But remember the rule, you don't want to do business directly on your timeline. So, be mindful that we want to use it on our timeline to connect on a personal level with friends and family. And, sure, colleagues, for sure. Go straight from your phone, but now you can do it from the desktop. You can use a third-party application like Be Live or Zoom to stream. Be consistent, do it regularly, set a schedule, say every Tuesday, I'm going to do this, and it will grow the reach and engagement on your page hugely. My Facebook Live videos on my page have such incredible reach compared to any other posts that I do in a week. And when I have one that works really well like that, then it impacts the reach and the engagement every single other post that I make in that week. has. So it's a ripple effect. It's that snowball again. Make sure that you are leveraging it. Use Facebook Live to show people a bit behind the scenes. What do you do? What does your office space look like? What do you do to feed your soul? Where do you go to rest and relax? Do you like to go to the beach? Do you have an important message to share? Do you have some inspiration to share? Some hope? Is there a lesson to teach right now? Which is what I do in these, is this is a lesson, right? Invite your audience to participate. Get them to ask questions. Get them to type results as comments to the Facebook Live post and then address those and answer them. And make sure you're adding value. Have a call to action so that if people want to join in, they and click on that and you know, go to the next step and deepen that relationship with you. Hey, Violet, nice to see you. I haven't seen you in ages. Holy smokes. You know, today is the first day I said to my daughter, I really don't want to do that Facebook Live. And she said, can you put it off? And I went, no, I have an obligation. But today's the first day that I felt that way. Other days I've you know, I'm doing it. There was no question. So, however, now that I'm doing it, I really feel like I am sounding better than I did yesterday. I hope everybody else feels the same way. So, what's next? So I just shared with you a little bit of a success that I've had with a client. Every Friday afternoon on her page, Vanilla Clothing, we do a Facebook Fashion Friday night live, we call it. We have a lot of fun. She has a bunch of her models come, and we have a glass of wine and some appetizers, and she dresses them in outfits to showcase the outfits that have come into her store, the clothing that's come into her store over the last week. She gets new shipments every week. So she's always showing new and current things. But people are also seeing how a boutique clothing store doesn't have to be stuffy, right? And a lot of people have that impression. A boutique clothing store is very expensive and very hoity-toity. And when you watch a Facebook Live from her page, you see that we are nothing but hoity-toity. There's a lot of laughter. There's a lot of goofing around. We have a lot of fun. She's got amazing product. And, you know, people really respond to it. She has had a tremendous week from the Facebook Live, so much so that she's actually built an online shopping portal. So people can now go to her website and purchase items on the website to be shipped, because she's shipping all over Canada because of Facebook Lives. We've got people watching from all over every Friday afternoon. So it's really amazing the impact that this has had on her business. And I saw Susan said I sound much better, so thank you. Ramona, does Facebook up your reach based on the number of views your live has? My Tuesday live reached 471 people. Organic has 183. Your reach is increased. Like, your reach just means how many news feeds that post landed in. The post could be a Facebook Live. And the reach just means that Facebook put it in a bunch of news feeds. So, for example, I've got 22,000 people on that like my page. 22,000 people don't see every post that I make. Typically, they say organically somewhere between 5 and 10% are going to see that. I think I'm being kind of generous there. Some people would argue it's less than that. So organically, let's say 10%. Just means out of 22,000 people, maybe 200 people are going to see my post when I post them organically, if I don't run an ad to it of any kind. When I do a Facebook Live, my reach is far greater because Facebook loves video, and they are giving people with video more reach. So what that means is they've put my Facebook Live in the news feeds of more people, could be up to 20%, 25%, 30%. And then it lasts. What I find is that the attendance during the live, unless it's for a structured thing like the challenge in the group, the attendance tends to be fairly low at the time, unless you are super consistent. And I mean super consistent. Every Tuesday, 10 a.m., you do it and you promote it and you tell people about it and you have posts going out reminding people and ads. Then your attendance can get very large. The larger your audience, the larger your prospective attendance is going to be. So I find that there isn't, typically the attendance live isn't huge unless you are hitting those consistent points, but it runs and Facebook tends to put it in people's news feeds for the next 7 days more than they do other posts. And then when it's in the news feeds and it looks interesting and engaging and entertaining, more people are likely to watch it, which is the views piece. So the views are the actual watching, the reach are the actual, just the number of news feeds that it's gone into. And when sees that as content that people are interested in, so they give that post and your next post, they put it into a few more news feeds in order to, if it's considered post, then they're going to get more people to see it. So the more people who see it and interact, the more people are going to have an opportunity to see it and interact, because Facebook will say thank you by putting it in more news feeds. Hope that answered your question, Ramona. Violet, what if you are not sure what you want to do, straddling between doing two things? Is it worth doing a Facebook Live? So let me ask a couple of qualifying questions, Violet. You don't know what you want to do on your Facebook Live, or you aren't clear on what your business is. Two different things. So if you are, let me know what you mean by that, Violet, and then I'll answer the question. So is it that you aren't sure what you want to do on the Facebook Live, or you aren't sure what you want to do in your business? And then I'll answer that question. Kat says, it's okay to do our lesson for Facebook Live right in this group. Yes, it is. That's where I want you to do it. I want to make it nice and easy for people to do that first or second or third Facebook Live. Follow the numbers area. Make sure you use that. Make sure that you go through those steps in the process. I want this challenge to be a process for you to increase your comfort level and skill level and expertise in delivering Facebook Lives, okay? What I'd like to share here per your instructions would be make my Rocking Your Path community group followers wonder if I had a brain fart. I don't even understand that question. I'm sorry, Kat. You can, so what I want you to do is do a Facebook Live in the group and introduce yourself and who you are and what you do to our group. And if you want to invite people from our group to join your Rocking Your Path community, go ahead. I think you've got an awesome community there. So, go ahead. I've got no problem with that. Okay, so going back to Violet, not clear about if I should teach art journaling or do tarot card readings, which I am learning. Plus, my partner is building me a do card readings. Oh, ooh, that's pretty cool. Violet, that's pretty cool. So if you are in those transition places, what a great way to find out what your audience wants. Because it's great to say, I might teach art journaling or I might do tarot card reading, but if you don't have an audience that wants those two things, you're going to put time and energy and money into creating one of those things, and then it may not take off the way you want it to because you don't know if your audience wants that. So why couldn't you do Facebook Lives and 1 week do some tarot card reading information and 1 week do some art journaling information and see where the response is and share some of that. I mean, those two things are not necessarily mutually exclusive of each other. So they may be able to blend the lines a little bit, and you could, find out a audience wants to hear from you. Andrea, hey, Sherri-Lee, how do we get Facebook Live views longer than 40 seconds? So far, that's the engagement I'm getting. Give them great content that they want to stay for. So make sure that in the written part of the post, let me just read Shay's post before it scrolls away from me. Shay, if you want to do the Facebook Live on your page, you just go right ahead and you can share it in here. That's okay. Absolutely. So if you're finding that people are stopping at 40 seconds, look at your content, because that's probably where your content is shifting and they aren't seeing the value anymore. So make sure that at that 40-second point, you are continuing to give the value. And then you'll extend how long people are viewing it for. Yes, Violet, it's okay to do both. I don't think those two things are mutually exclusive. I don't think you have to just do one thing. My Facebook Lives have morphed a lot over the years. I mean, I did one while we were away in Disneyland that shared, a little bit about, hey, I'm in Disneyland with my kids. I'm wearing this boot. I broke my ankle like a week ago, and I can't walk, and I'm in a scooter. but I'm not letting it stop me. And here are the positives that are coming from having it. And I use it as a way to motivate my audience to continue to, but it draws people to me who like my positive attitude and want to learn about Facebook marketing. So it's okay to do it about a lot of different things. I did a Facebook Live showing a parade in Disneyland. That just connected me with my audience. They learned more about me and about what I was interested in. We just connected. So share things that let people know you, and then you'll connect with them. Ramona, would you recommend me doing a daily angel car message via Facebook Live, or even a post? Or do you think that would prevent people from booking me for full readings? You know what? I think it's a great way to give people a sample of what the heck an angel card reading is. And I know what that is. So, it's fine, but maybe some people wouldn't. I know lots of people who do like a card reading and they do it as a post. So yeah, go ahead and try that. I think that would be an amazing thing to add in to deepen the connection and to let people know who you are. Shay said, I'm trying to read these. You guys are awesome. I love all these questions. Let me go over to the group and see if I can see them. I haven't figured out how to get Facebook Live to work from my desktop computer, only from my phone. I can do Zoom with camera and audio. Is there a Facebook setting I don't know about to make it work? No. It should be available right from your desktop. You may have to update. Thing about Facebook, not everybody sees the same Facebook. So depending on when you signed up and where you're located will impact what version of Facebook that you have. Not everybody has an up-to-date version of Facebook, so you just may not have that option available to you yet. So if not, then use the other tools and wait until it comes, because I know it wasn't available for me when other people were running around saying, woohoo, it is. So, it might just be coming in time. Mia, I'll have to watch this and post later as my screen is still swirling. Oh dear, swirling's not good. Yeah, so post it whenever you're ready to. I'd just love to see as many done today as possible. Violet has a message for Ramona. I have a friend who does that, and it's successful. She's an angel reader as well. So see, I think it's a great way to really introduce people to what you do. So don't give away everything, but share the good information and let people know what you do, and share who you are and what you're about and what angel readings are about, and go from there. And I see there's a couple of people on my page that are watching. Fabi says, my English is not so good. You know what? Nobody's going to care, Fabi. They're going to care about your heart and your message. Okay, so go ahead. And Sebastian is here from Brazil. Hi, nice to see you. If you're making an offer during your Facebook Live, inviting people to join your list by getting your opt-in, do you recommend saying something like, stay till the end because I have another great resource? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. But I also, it depends on how long it is. You have to remember people are busy. I also make sure if I am offering a lead magnet or something for them to sign up to my email list, I put that link right in the text part of my post so that anybody can do it. They don't have to watch the whole video in order to get that, because really I want them on my email list more than I want them to watch a whole 15 or 20-minute video. I'd like them to do that, but I have a feeling that the content will keep them to watching it. So yeah, absolutely have that call to action. Say that right at the beginning. We've got this great resource, but maybe don't add the URL into the text until after the Facebook Live has gone live, and then edit the post. So Kat says she had to wait forever for the Facebook Live to come on her Android and then on the desktop option. Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't all come out for everybody at the same time. Unfortunately, there are multiple versions of Facebook out there. Do you think 10 minutes is too short? Great question, Susan. Facebook says that the best time is about 15 minutes. So remember, when you go Facebook Live, especially if you're starting out, it goes out as a post, and Facebook starting to know you're to see you. It takes a little while to build that audience. So aim for like 15 minutes or more. But if they're shorter, it's okay. Just means you won't have as many people watching live in the moment. They'll watch afterwards. Okay? Shay, does Facebook give more credit if people watch a whole Facebook Live, or does partial viewing work too? Partial viewing works too. It's okay. They don't. They'll keep track of how long people watch, and you can use that to create audiences in the ads manager, so that you can create an audience for people who watch 10 seconds of the video or a minute of the video. But the watching is watching in Facebook land for giving credit. Kat, you can edit the description of your Facebook Lives afterwards. Yeah, that's what I meant. Afterwards, go back and edit the post, the description of the video. And then you can add more of a call to action afterwards. And Facebook seems to like better links in the comments. Yes, that's true. I've heard that. So, Kat is saying if you've got a link, share it as a comment to your video instead of as in the description of the video. And I've heard that too, that if it's got a link in it, Facebook tends to give that post less reach because they don't want us sending people off of Facebook. So if we say the link is in the comments and then leave it as a comment by ourselves to our own post, then it doesn't hurt the reach because Facebook doesn't catch that. Good reminder. Thanks, Kat. Ramona, can you embed a Facebook Live into a blog post on WordPress? Yes, you can, and I've done that many times. So you save your Facebook Live, and then you just have to upload it to your WordPress blog, and now you are vlogging, right? And you're hitting your blogging requirements that you want to hit on a regular basis. So yes, up until now, I only know how to do that with a video that's been uploaded to YouTube. I've had some lives that went slightly over 15 minutes. When I tried to upload to YouTube, it said it was too long. So you have to remember that YouTube has some requirements. That may be your bandwidth. That's not a YouTube limitation. That might be your bandwidth upload, right? So you can, after you do your Facebook Live, if you do it on your phone, there's an option to save it to your phone, to your roll, camera roll right there. So if you're doing it on your phone, save it right there, and now you have it to upload to YouTube. I found it very hard to do that on my phone and have it be successful. So what I do now is to save my videos on my Facebook page. I click on the timestamp again, same as we do with our posts, and it opens in a new window. Then in that window, I go into the click on the URL, and I remove the www, and I change that to an M, and click enter. And then I start the video, right-click, save video as, and then save it to my hard drive. And that's the process. And I can share that. Maybe I'll do a little video for you on that. When you save the live video, Susan's asking, would you have to save it somewhere else before you can add it to a blog post? No, I just save it right to my hard drive, and then I can upload it directly to my WordPress blog, I believe. I've also done it with my YouTube URL to my WordPress blog as well. So either way works. All right, so what else did we cover today? Wow, you guys are awesome. You have so many great questions. Ramona, I'll make a little video for you about how to save videos for sure. So today the challenge was do a Facebook Live, do it into the group, introduce yourself, tell us who you are, tell us what you do, tell us who you serve. Maybe there's somebody there looking for exactly what you do. Stay on long enough. If somebody's there, engage with them, talk to them, find out who they are, okay? I'll do the video explanation on how to save a video for sure. Is captioning helpful? I see most people have the sound off. A lot of people do have the sound off. The captioning is a terrific option that you can do. If I upload to YouTube, I always turn the captioning on. And if I turn it into an ad, I turn the captioning on for Facebook as well. Haven't really done it so much. Maybe I'll try it. Shay, yes, trying to figure out how to copy my own Facebook Lives. Direction helps greatly. Do I ever upload a Facebook Live to YouTube? All the time. Every single one of these Facebook Lives from my page is going onto YouTube. Every one that I did, we did that 2017 Success Planner series, that all went up to my YouTube. These are all going up to YouTube with a call to action for people to sign up to the challenge. The challenge is going to become an evergreen, so people can sign up for it at any time, I believe. I don't know, do you like it better as a group? How about that for a question? Do you like it delivered better as a group process where we go through, everybody goes through it at the same time together in 1 week? Or would you be interested in this as something that you could sign up for and do whenever they want at their own pace? All right, so let's see, I walk you through the steps and of course give you the Facebook Live checklist for you to print off and use whenever you want. Thank you, Kat. You like the Thinkific and the group training, and they're different, and that's the purpose of them, right? I'm using the Facebook Lives as a way to promote it, but unless you sign up in Thinkific and register, you don't get the handouts, you don't get the slides, you don't get access to those trainings in Thinkific, and you don't get all those bonuses that I give you. So, there's a benefit to signing up. Susan, now I have to figure out which of my 3 YouTube channels I want to upload them to. Yep. I don't know why you have 3. I can barely manage 1. Ramona likes the week with a group, forcing me to get it done. Yeah, there's that to it, right? I mean, obviously people are always talking about having something that you can have on your website that is something people can opt into and do at their own time. But I'm not sure if that's the best way to do this. I've certainly had great response from this year, the 2 times that I've done that this year. And of course, that it's grown my email list. I've done this challenge twice this year, and I've added 400 people to my email list in 2 times with under $600 ad spend. And of course, at the end of this, I'm going to be inviting you all to join me for the Ultimate Facebook Ads Masterclass, which you'll be hearing about tomorrow or sooner if you ask me about it. Cindy says it's a great resource. Thank you, Cindy. Ramona, I couldn't see how to download or print the PDFs from the members area and module 2. Let me double check and make sure. They should be set for you to be able to download them and print them off. Let me double check that, Ramona, and get back to you. Susan likes having the group interaction in the challenge because of the interaction and helping each other out, get more activity. Yeah, see, I like that. So then how often can I run this? That's the question, right? So that's okay. I'll figure that one out. You guys are very helpful. And that is all of our content for today. So let's see, is there any other questions coming up on my page, on the group? Okay, so you guys are all going to do your Facebook Live into the group, right? And get it done. And we have 1 more day, you guys. Tomorrow, we take a little step into some Facebook ads. So I want to take away some of that fear factor or unknown piece about Facebook ads, the overwhelm around them. We're going to step a little bit into some Facebook ads. And of course, I'm going to tell you about the Ultimate Facebook Ads Masterclass, which happens a week tomorrow, which is your next step. It really is. I've created it to make it super easy. You get the template so that you can figure out, you can craft Facebook ads that are highly converting and not very expensive. We're going to go through that. We're going to go through getting your pixel set up in the Ads Manager and then installed on your website so that you can create retargeting traffic. We're going to go through what are the top 5 Facebook ads you should be using and budgeting. And we're going to talk about how to interpret results. It's a super fun class. It's 3 hours masterclass, live delivered next week. And that may be the last time I live deliver it. We're going to be recording it, and it may become something that people can purchase because it is a low price item. So people can purchase and then do on their own time and with modules that we'll be recording next week. So next week will be probably the last time I'll do it live, where you'll get to have interaction and ask me questions. Yeah, Ramona, let me see why you can't print those things. Shay, I'll have to give you the directions on how to do the Facebook captioning as well and let you know on that. Next week, Ramona, the Ultimate Facebook Ads Masterclass is from 10 until 1 on Friday, March 24th. And I'll put up a link if anybody's interested in that. It's 3 hours. All the information that I just told you, $47 gets you in. Live delivery plus access to the recordings in the members area to go forward. And you get into the VIP Badass Facebook Marketing Club, where you'll be able to ask me more questions. And other people who've taken that program previously and other programs from me are in that group as well. So I'll put that link up, Ramona. Thank you. All right, any other questions? Okay, you guys, one more day. Don't lose it. Tomorrow we get into some ads. We get into how to use those ads and not have it cost you a fortune to increase your reach, to reach more people, to get more engagement, to get in front of your ideal audience even more. So tomorrow is such an important step. So make sure you're with me tomorrow. We're going to do, you're going to get that email. You're going to get the training in the members area, and then we're going to do a Facebook Live tomorrow as well, and you can join me then. And yes, Ramona, next week is all Pacific time. Next week, the Ultimate Facebook Ads Masterclass. I will put the link in the group after we get done here. And yeah, tomorrow, join me. We have still got some work to do. Do your Facebook Lives, post them in the group. Let us know who you are, what you do, who you serve. Your next ideal client may be sitting in this group waiting to hear from you today. So don't miss this opportunity. I'm giving you a huge opportunity to promote yourself. Don't miss it. Please take it. And if it makes you feel uncomfortable, that's okay. Sit in that uncomfort. Have a glass of wine. Have a glass of water is what I meant to say. Have a glass of tea, cup of tea, wine if you need it. Maybe just one, not too much. And you know, let's just jump in and do it. We are here to support you all, okay? Thank you all for being here. So many great questions. This video will be in the group, and you can watch it and look at those questions at any time. Thank you so much. You guys rock. I will see you in the group.